My people had no cities, no writing, no kings. We hunted. And then we built something that shouldn't have been possible. A temple so massive, so precise that archaeologists today still can't explain how we did it. We carried stones weighing 20 tons across miles of desert, by hand, and when we were done, we buried it ourselves. All of it. I'm going to tell you why.
Southeastern Turkey, 10,000 BC. The last ice age is ending. The world is changing. Megafauna are disappearing. The climate is shifting. And in the hills above the Haran Plain, something is happening that will not be understood for another 12,000 years.
The people here are hunter-gatherers. They have no agriculture, no permanent settlements, no pottery. By every measure of civilization we use today, they should not be capable of what they are about to build.
Everyone asked the same question. How did you do it? 20-ton stones, carved with animals we had never seen tamed. Foxes, lions, vultures, scorpions, all watching us from the walls. We didn't have wheels. We didn't have metal tools. We had rope and hands and something you've forgotten how to feel. Purpose. When you believe the gods are watching, you can move mountains. Literally.
The carvings at Göbekli Tepe are unlike anything from this period in human history. Sophisticated, detailed, intentional.
The largest pillars stand 6 meters tall and weigh between 10 and 20 tons each. This was not a camp. This was not a shelter. This was a cathedral built by people who had never built anything before.
And here is what makes Göbekli Tepe unlike any other ancient site. It wasn't built by one tribe. Evidence suggests people traveled from hundreds of miles away to work on this structure. Different groups, different territories, people who may have been enemies in any other context, all working together on one hill for one purpose. Nobody knows what that purpose was.
Now I'll tell you the part that keeps archaeologists awake at night. When we were done, we buried it. Not an earthquake, not an enemy, not time, us. We deliberately filled every enclosure with rubble, flint, animal bones. We covered our own work. Why would anyone bury the greatest thing their people ever built? I'll tell you what I believe. But first, you need to understand what we were afraid of.
The world Kale knew was ending. The animals they hunted were disappearing. The climate was becoming unpredictable. The old ways of survival were failing. Across the ancient world, this period marks a turning point. The moment humanity stopped following food and started growing it. The agricultural revolution. And Göbekli Tepe sits right at the center of that transition. Some archaeologists now believe the temple didn't just witness this change, it caused it. The act of building Göbekli Tepe required something revolutionary. People staying in one place long enough to complete the work. And when you stay in one place, you plant seeds, you watch them grow, you come back for the harvest. Göbekli Tepe may be the reason humanity invented farming, not the other way around. A temple built first, a civilization built after.
We buried it because it was finished. The gods had heard us. The world had changed. A new age was beginning, and the temple belonged to the old one. We didn't destroy it. We protected it. We gave it back to the earth that gave us everything. 12,000 years later, you dug it up. And now you're asking the same questions we asked when we built it. Why are we here? What are we capable of? What do we owe the gods who made us? Maybe the answers were never meant to be found. Maybe they were meant to be searched for, forever.
Göbekli Tepe was discovered in 1994 by German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt. He spent the rest of his life excavating it. He died in 2014, still digging. To this day, less than 5% of the site has been excavated. What else is buried there? Nobody knows. The oldest temple in the world was built by people with no writing, no metal, no wheels. It predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. It predates the Egyptian pyramids by 7,000 years. And we still don't know why they buried it. Some questions are older than civilization itself. This has been the story of Corel and the temple that shouldn't exist.